Round begins in 3, 2, 1.
So as we start, k3phyr starts by the lightning gun and the Retc0n starts by the rocket launcher. k3phyr though ignores the LG and goes right to the middle of the map to get the light armor. Now gets the machine gun and there's a very small split between both items, and right away Retc0n gets caught with this nice LG from k3phyr, and all his overstack is now gone. k3phyr already won himself the railgun.
Yeah, Retc0n just wanted not to make any noise, but as soon as he makes noise, he gets destroyed.
Oh,
But
and even suicide.
No!
that lightning gun was so punishing.
Trying to time the death. Oh, and he does pick up the Mega, and that guarantees him the Mega.
Oh, it's a trade.
It's a trade, absolute. Retc0n will most likely take that, as it looked like he was dead for sure. But nice showing from k3phyr early on. He should be in a position to win this Mega.
But his pineapple pushes himself away, but he can return for the heavy anyway, and also gets a frag. We have a tie here, and the Mega Health
Good
just
even.
spawns.
A lot of damage on that Mega. Oh, opts for the rocket launcher. Oh, k3phyr caught in the air. Gets it with another pineapple. That's great value from those pineapples already in this match.
Yeah,
I can only see the value getting higher.
some nice fruit.
With a direct rocket. Great damage, and Retc0n is in the lead from what looked like a very, very rocky start. Retc0n needs to be careful not to get destroyed by that LG again.
Oh, he walks into a lot of it, though. And, yeah, k3phyr can get the Mega Health.
Oh, but nice rail, even bringing k3phyr down and defusing that threat for now. Oh, very good rail, keeping k3phyr at arm's length, but he doesn't stay at arm's length, and again that trap, we have seen so many times.
I think somebody needs to send some clips to Sync Error to fix that, because that's just unfair. And Retc0n is taking a lot of advantage from it. Ow.
Oh, nice double rail, and
And again, he knows the spawns. He isn't able to prevent k3phyr for taking the heavy, but
doesn't have any LG or rockets, so he's in a bit of a dire straits. But k3phyr opts for control, and absolutely the right decision, as he gets the frag anyway. Oh, so much damage from Retc0n, giving up this one to get some control back. But k3phyr ends up getting the Mega and the heavy anyway.
yeah, which is a great achievement if you can deny that to a heavy. Oh, but he doesn't connect with his rail a second time. Actually, he takes one and is really low, especially after the following up rail, but
Yeah,
Retc0n decides to leave the fight.
Oh, tried to deal an exit rail, but missed. Oh, that pineapple could be dangerous. Oh,
Nice. Yeah, it's a small map, and ow.
Retc0n should be getting this one,
Yeah.
and he doesn't. Again, he knows all the spawns.
Yeah, k3phyr was on a great streak, but Retc0n just broke the control that k3phyr built himself. But right now Retc0n isn't banking on the turnaround, and k3phyr is back. Gets the Mega Health.
One frag down, and his control is looking good. Especially, he can get himself in a light armor, but goes for the immediate aggression.
Oh,
And that
those
does not
rails.
overstays his welcome.
And again, right after the spawn.
You
This is
think Retc0n has trapped the spawn about 8 or 4 times already. 8 or 9 times.
yeah, it's just not fair.
Insane. k3phyr maybe hoping to bank off of the Retcon being low, but knowing that k3phyr doesn't have a railgun, keeps his distance, lives to fight another day, and gets himself the heavy.
Impressive.
And, 2 rails in very quick succession. Oh, that pineapple almost hit.
Yeah, and k3phyr doesn't have a rail, so he can't do anything from a distance.
He eats a lot of damage to get it. Oh, that was nice. Nice chase, and that shaft just eliminates him completely.
Yeah, and just in an instant, Retc0n doubled his score. He's 5 frags in the lead.
Killing spree.
And adds another one.
Impressive.
This is a steep hill to climb for k3phyr. k3phyr.
Oh, that was good rocket, throws k3phyr off. And this should be mega guaranteed, and if he's fast, he can even get the heavy. Oh, he goes for aggression, and the aggression absolutely pays off it again! Finding him off spawn.
Yeah, it's
Must be so careful right after you spawn.
it's also great positioning. No, he falls down and then k3phyr just doesn't have any idea where Retc0n is, and he gets a free rail.
Oh, the gauntlet, now it's just getting good.
And all this time the heavy is up.
Oh my god, that was insane. Yeah, someone absolutely did his homework.
Impressive.
Yeah, this is great to see. I think
It's a teacher's dream.
we have a great challengers on our hands right now.
Oh, k3phyr gets that frag back. Is that a little bit of a frustration after 7 or 8 frags in a row from Retc0n? Retc0n chases right away and gets this one, but he's extremely low, so he's got to be very careful. Just leaves all of those pineapples in there and doesn't hit any of them. But they're bound to scare k3phyr from moving any further. Does it this
Looked like me that k3phyr was scared to go to the heavy, because every time he moves on the map he gets a rail to the face. Oh, but now he gets Retc0n in an unfavorable position and connects a handy to his face.
Start dominating again. I usually would say that there is in time to get 9 frags in 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but this is deep embrace, but not with those rails. Those are amazing. Retc0n connects another one. Retc0n is sitting at 61% railgun.
Oh, it's insane.
Oh, even needs a pineapple.
k3phyr did collect the mega health. And he gets Retc0n low, but yeah, he needs frags.
He does get one. There might be time if he hurries, and he plays this perfectly.
But the damage from behind from Retc0n. He does collect the heavy, but he needed it to stack back up after that string of lightning.
And it's Retc0n getting the damage, not k3phyr. Oh, now it's some very good rails, but he falls down. Hits the clutch rail, and
Look at the starting stack.
8 frags in a minute. Each second that passes, it looks more and more like Retc0n is gonna hit this one. Oh, and Retc0n even gets this frag. Well, if the game wasn't over before, it's certainly over now.
Yeah, Retc0n surviving that one with 2 health.
k3phyr wanting some payback from the gauntlet earlier.
Yeah, but it's doing nothing from a distance like that, so it was just useless. It was funny though.
Yeah, well, anything for the content at this point.
Well, Retcon proves that Keel is the better meta pick.
Yeah, absolutely. And Retcon played this one to a T. Didn't even get the better of k3phyr in the control department, but that was almost 3,000 rail damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he just found so many angles, and yeah, Retcon. He had a lot of unreturned damage with the railgun.
Yeah, the other aspect of it was that anytime you get caught slightly out of position in terms of at least distance with the railgun, those pineapples can bail you off at any time. And all of that together was just a factor.
Yeah. Yeah, and it should have been the other way around, right? Because Doom was playing against Keel. He was the one who needed all those rails to remove the overstack from Keel, but he wasn't able to. So let's see what our next map will bring.
Yeah, we got Strog versus Visor on Molten Falls. Certainly one of those maps where the information of Visor and the mobility of Strog are usually favored over some of the other more static champions like Keel. And this should be a very good one with k3phyr's tournament on the line.
Prepare to fight. Round begins in
Hey,
3,
let's go.
1. Fight.
So Retcon uses his ability right after he spawns. And that is why he knows where k3phyr went. But the first damage, well, they actually exchange a bit. And retreat to their own item after it. Well, both do great damage, and they decide to back off and wait on their item. Retcon has the information. Well, k3phyr gets the heavy, and Retcon is delaying the mega health. Oh.
Yeah, gets caught a little bit, doesn't look the best in terms of stack, but that rail changes everything. Now you might even be able to aggress enough to get that heavy.
Yeah, it was great damage on
Great position
k3phyr.
for k3phyr there.
All the armor is gone from Retcon. He does collect a light, but heavy goes to k3phyr.
Yeah, and there's no more armor for about 20 seconds now, so he really needs this mega. And needs to do the waiting rails game. Oh, that was a very good rocket from k3phyr.
Yeah, right now it goes back and forth. But oh, this is the first full rotation going to Retcon. He might go aggressive here. Oh,
Oh no, so much damage!
oh, that was a close one.
That's so close. Absolutely, k3phyr should know that Retcon is bleeding, and he does go to the railgun area right away, which means that Retcon cannot grab that light armor. Oh, and that rail is so strong, and this could be a frag. It isn't. And Retcon gets the heavy.
Lead tied.
But k3phyr gets that frag, and we're all back to square none.
Oh, he falls down. Oh, a dirty fight. But k3phyr can stack up on the Storiant that Retc0n left behind.
Yeah, so at least he has that extra 25 health that allows him to be in somewhat of a contesting shape. Well done by k3phyr for just leaving the area right away.
Okay.
Rails are available now. Great rails exchange there. Oh, k3phyr going up that bounce pad, loses position on the heavy and eats a direct rocket.
Oh, and he's railable. But Retc0n isn't able to...
He hangs around, trying to deal damage on the Mega. And the Retc0n, oh what a rail. k3phyr is extremely low, must be very, very fast.
Yeah, Retc0n just earned himself the heavy.
That after this one, k3phyr will have no armor to play with. And even as k3phyr waits by the spot to get the timing, usually.
Yeah, but he heard the activation of vision, so that was his cue to go away and not stick around on the Mega Health. Oh, they might meet. No, Retc0n is deciding to stay silent, but after...
The tables might have turned a little bit. Retc0n, k3phyr is still railable. Oh, and Retc0n just gives him heavy. That was not the play to make for Retc0n as he lost out on the control.
Yeah, he still has an idea where k3phyr is.
Oh, that was a good rail attempt. Oh, gets caught by the LG. Doesn't feel too much damage.
That was a risky move. Jumping to the rocket launcher like that, but k3phyr isn't able to connect his lightning gun. That's steady on the
5-minute warning.
But yeah, it's k3phyr who's in the lead.
Impressive.
I think he's... there were moments that he was really low, but somehow Retc0n isn't able to bank on it.
Oh, and Retc0n with some very careful rail play gets k3phyr extremely low. Oh, gets killed and does get killed here, and k3phyr 2 frags up, gets that heavy, and runs over to the railgun immediately. Catches Retc0n with that railgun.
Wow, that
Fun of the day.
that rocket.
Some armor and is in fighting shape. Railgun almost cost him. If k3phyr hangs around, then not sure what Retc0n can do really.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky, the last death of Retc0n. Oh, but he gets some great unreturned damage. k3phyr was just walking there and the rail got connected, but Retc0n isn't able to get the heavy, even if he did the damage. And he's not in time for the Mega Health.
So risky, that fight, and Retc0n gives up a frag in the hopes of maybe getting back into control, but k3phyr very astute, old center ground, gets that first rail, and it's starting to not look fantastic for Retc0n, as he really needs to get a good string of control going. And now k3phyr should even get the Mega uncontested. Does decide to pick up the light armor first, should get the strike though, as Retc0n isn't in no position to get out quickly.
Yeah, he was banking on the... Wow, those rockets.
Those are very amazing.
He could... The only thing he could do is take the damage. He had no control over himself anymore.
Take the damage and keep it. No, we're not gonna return it in any way. Oh, Retc0n!
Oh, he gets a rail out.
Ow.
just before he dies, but Retc0n takes the mega health, so he's in a great fighting position. But oh, he isn't aware that k3phyr was chasing him with lightning gun, but k3phyr decides to turn around and not chase it anymore. And great rockets from Retc0n. Well, he's still in this fight. He has a little bit less than, well, a little bit more than 2 minutes to get back in this game. He only needs 3 more, and he's doing great. On return damage.
Oh, almost catches him. k3phyr though, not really restacking all too well. Retc0n even gets that mega and gets the other light armor, so k3phyr will be getting this stack for the next 10 to 15 seconds. Oh, Retc0n doesn't spot him. k3phyr should have a great position advantage. Gets caught on the jump pad. Only 2 frags to go, and again Retc0n doing a little bit of trickeration with the spawns.
Stopwatch.
Retc0n favoring control certainly now has time, not a lot, but some time to get himself back into this one.
Oh, great on returns, but he might be chasing him in the heavy. No, he turns around and walks into a lot of lightning, but his rockets gets a mutual kill.
Trade absolutely favoring k3phyr as Retc0n even needs to pick up the weapons before engaging. Well, k3phyr if it gets himself the mega, Retc0n must be forced to make these pushes that he wouldn't otherwise. Now 30 seconds for 2 frags, it's possible, just not likely.
No, yeah, he has to chase a crouch slider, right? That's impossible in 30 seconds.
Well, at least it's not a Nyx.
True. Oh, what? What?
Oh, very well caught, and 1 frag in 10 seconds. Come on, Retc0n, you can
Yeah,
do it.
me too. Yes, he connects 1 rail. What? Oh!
No, so close. That would have been the tying rail.
Wow. That was close. Yeah, I think Retc0n did great soldiering on like that. Because for a big part of the map, he was just so out of this match.
Yeah, he was absolutely was out of control for some solid 3 or 4 minutes, and k3phyr wasn't really able to capitalize too much on that. And this should set us up for a great game where we're going to see an Athena unawoken, which is always exciting to see what these players, kind of crazy movement these players can produce.
Yeah, Ranger versus Athena. Yeah, Athena can be really strong if you get into a zone where you get everything. But on the other hand, it is a light. She spawns without any armor.
Yeah, it doesn't spawn with the greatest of stacks. You really need to be careful what you do.
So yeah, I really can't call this one.
Yeah, this one is going to be a doozy. It's going to be a fantastic matchup.
Yeah, and k3phyr goes into this one with a winning streak. Well, Retc0n was for a large part on the back foot. He turned it around in the last few minutes, but it was not enough. So they will both feel great going into this one.
Round begins in 3.
We will know in 10 minutes who goes further in this tourney. Retc0n
going for the mega right away. Collects his LG. Gets himself into center map. Completely aware of where k3phyr is, especially after those two rockets. Does not have the rail to be as aggressive as he wanted to from that distance. Oh, gets his railgun now and should be able to get this Mega. He's in position for it, but not looking the healthiest, certainly not after that rail.
He's railable. But
More?
k3phyr decides to use the rocket launcher instead of rail.
Oh, very good rails from k3phyr, and he's in a commanding stack, should be able to even get this Mega without too much contention, as Retc0n still has to wait for his light armors to be up. Now k3phyr will make his way carefully. Oh, almost ate a rail. That was quite unfortunate. Plays aggressive, tries to close out the frag. Oh, Retc0n gets trapped. And he doubles back, but k3phyr doubled back as well, and gets himself on the board 1-0 with 1 minute and 25 played.
Yeah, he gets the heavy and is in a great position to get the mega health. He's still shopping for damage. And he's even denying a light. Retc0n has nothing to his name. He might even drop down to get the light at the shotgun. Oh, he decides against it. Yeah, now he can't drop down for that one, because then Retc0n will certainly steal the heavy. Oh, he knew he was around the corner. He just baited that item. Nice frag from k3phyr.
Yeah, and so far Retc0n hasn't been able to get any control whatsoever. k3phyr could potentially even steal both lights, and Retc0n would be in even dire straits. Oh, that rocket certainly does a lot of damage on that light pickup.
Well, they both choose to not use the railgun at the portal.
Impressive.
Oh, and two rails in very quick succession grants k3phyr another frag. And as you pointed out, the light armor, if you don't get any major items, you're screwed. Nothing much you can do, but that's a very good machine gun.
Impressive.
Oh, and Retc0n struggling even to keep a stack. Almost gets a very good rail. That just was not enough. k3phyr living continues to fight and even gets Retc0n in this unfavorable position. Retc0n with a good rail. k3phyr is certainly low enough. Retc0n might be able to capitalize on this frag, and he capitalizes on it, not able to... Oh yes, he's able to capitalize on the spawn, and
Impressive.
oh, k3phyr is very low again, and we got a tie game all of a sudden. And Retc0n keeping his chain of control going.
Yeah, as soon as she swings into control, she's a force to reckon with. But oh, it's also pretty quick removed. So Retc0n isn't able to contest for the next heavy.
Yeah, now see a swing in momentum. k3phyr kinda asking to get rail here so he can pick up that other light armor, but that backfires.
Oh, and those double jumps look beautiful.
Oh, and Retc0n studying those spawns very carefully. There hasn't been a time all series as it looks where k3phyr has spawned and Retc0n hasn't at least made a move on him. Oh, and Retc0n knows that k3phyr is extremely low, but is very low himself. Can't really risk getting railed. A little bit early for the Mega. Just in time to get fragged. And,
Yeah, and taking that jump at, he made his position known. Oh, but now there's a lot of LG, and Okay. k3phyr just bullies himself onto the item.
Yeah, k3phyr, not looking too strong in terms of HP. And Retc0n will be able to collect that heavy uncontested. He even gets the railgun first. And is able to get himself on the rocket launcher and deny it for the time being. And staying in center ground, always a good choice. A lot of LG from Retc0n. Even a secondary rail. k3phyr is just caught here. Won't be able to escape, but does deliver a lot of damage. And the Retc0n must now be very careful not to show up anywhere.
Yeah, he has to leave the heavy to k3phyr. And Mega Health is still miles away.
And k3phyr, very good play with that orb closing the gap. Oh, and a nice LG gets within one. Trying to edge Retc0n away from the railgun. As we've seen on previous maps that railgun is capable of.
Oh, this is a connecting rocket and he follows it up. Oh, he suicides.
Suicided.
He does leave k3phyr really low, who has to pray for his life. He's able to escape it with his orb and takes the Mega Health. Oh no!
Now k3phyr is in the lead again, and
all the work is undone from Retc0n.
oh, that was a good rail, but gets caught on the jump and doesn't even use the rope to potentially get away. But
Oh, the balls on this guy! It pays off. Mega Health still 4 seconds away.
and mage.
Oh, this is an unfortunate fight to lose.
And it is aggressive, and now k3phyr only got an LG. Will be getting the rocket launcher. Doesn't have a railgun yet, so must be careful not to get himself in any kind of a rail angle. Is not, and is now railable, not anymore. And should be able to get this next mega, but he's trapped here. He can't go to that heavy armor without eating a rail, or so I thought.
Yeah, Retc0n isn't connecting his shots right now, and k3phyr is just walking away with both items.
Can't catch.
Yeah, this is a pretty clean kill, especially at this moment right now.
I don't think the shotgun will do enough.
Wow.
It doesn't, and doesn't even waste a rope because he wasn't gonna get out of that one alive.
Yeah, I think k3phyr just sealed the deal. Retc0n has to do a lot of clutch plays to get back in this one. But the clutch plays are coming from k3phyr.
Impressive.
Both players available now. k3phyr opts for the safer play and gets out of there. Retc0n hangs around, hoping to get that heavy armor and hoping that it will help him out, but it doesn't.
Combo kill. Killing spree.
Retc0n falls again and only 1 minute left.
Master.
Yeah, with only 50 seconds left, I don't think it's possible, and k3phyr will be moving on to the finals.
Gates.
Oh. But not before we get an orb kill.
And Fast Noob beat Pepco 2-0. So we'll be having Fast Noob and k3phyr on the final. Both of these players will move on to week 9. Where they will play against future finalists of the challengers.
Can't catch me now.
Yeah, Retc0n can look back at a great tournament. Especially his
Impressive.
Exile play was a joy to watch.
You
And
win.
beating Hell, not really nothing. It's It's a tough task. And on Awoken late here, he made Retc0n look like a silver player.
Yeah, so the unknown player, or at least to us, he's unknown, takes Retc0n down and goes through the final.
Yeah, so the final will still be played. It will be important for seeding. And its implication will be known at the end when I believe it will be week 6 finalists will be playing these two players. Whoever wins week 6 final will play the loser of this match between Fast the Noob and k3phyr.
Ah, there he is. Okay, let's click. Look at the brackets while we wait for the picks and bans, and let's also update the overlay because we have our final.